from your side, Brother Abed. I want to talk about the homecoming conference. Next week, we are not going to have our webinar as usual. Okay. Because there's the homecoming conference. I have
hold on briefly. Let me say something and then you can come to that one. Just 5 minutes. So, right. So what I would want to conclude is that institutions had moved from stone tablets to scrolls to books. Now we are moving to digital environments where students come to the libraries. They are having their tablets. They are having their iPhones, computers. And I'm sure you have noticed that students come to the library and don't use much of your hard copy books. So let's get into the environment where they are. They want to be on the social media platforms. How are the libraries or the managers of records, how are you getting to them over those platforms that they are now stuck to? Are we trying to reach out to them? Even the lecturers, how are you reaching out to the lecturers and telling them, if you go to this site, for instance, there's a lot of information about the particular research you are into. We are supposed to just not sit down. We are supposed to be managers of knowledge. And managing knowledge in an academic environment means that you make the knowledge available to whoever is needing that knowledge. Please let us see how best we can ensure that the research that we put out as an academic institution in particular is research that is of high value, by ensuring that we infuse quality assurance processes in their creation, their capturing, their classification, their digitizing, and putting online. There are quality assurance mechanisms in all of them, so that at the end of the day, when the rankings for the universities come out, we are going to see our name there. If you look at the web of rankings for the universities, in Africa, the first 10 positions happen to be coming from universities in South Africa. You know why? If you read their way of grading, they will tell you that they have very good repositories, which out or showcases the content, research content they have made from the institutions. So if you are going to grade an institution and it's based on the amount and volumes of research they have put out, why are we focusing more on students' record? Why are we putting a lot of money into the generation of those records and not putting money on showcasing our research findings as well? We need to start doing that. That is where it will bring more credibility and visibility to our institutions. We have gone through some of them, things we need to do. There are still a lot more that we can do to help make sure our institutions are seen, made visible by our research output and not by the number of students we are turning out or by the number of students we have in-house. Let us work at giving more visibility to our institutions. Let us infuse quality control measures. Then whatever document or research output that comes out for the institution, everybody will point at and say, as for this institution, when they say this is the research output, you can rely on that research output. We can go to sleep with the fact that that is credible and that has gone through quality assurance mechanisms. So we thank you all for being here with us this morning. Dr. Magogo will continue to talk about our diaspora homecoming, which I also take the opportunity to invite all of you to participate, because we want all of you to see what our brothers and sisters in the diaspora are doing and how they can impact our continent in the means of development. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Brother Abed. So for now, I think you can check in the chat panel. I've put my WhatsApp number. Send me your email address there and your full names and institution. You can, it's easy. In AAU, we work on WhatsApp, and sometimes it's faster. Rather than opening one email and attaching a link, I would better give the link, and if you can do something with it, that would be fine. Don't put your email address in the chat panel. So what I want to say is that from Monday, I said our regular Tuesday webinars, we are not going to have. We will have the other one on the 6th, and that is on marketing and digitized marketing, because everything is going online. There's social media. We want to do quality assurance in digitized marketing so that you see how you can catch the students. You see, Brother Abed just said that these students, they are the y.com. They now want to be on social media. So that's a special one, a much easier way. And we hope you are going to be with us. The second one is the homecoming it's 3 days from 28, 29, 30. I've given the details in the chat panel. You can check in the chat panel and quickly copy and put it onto your Word document or somewhere, so that come Monday, you are just jumping on board. Like what he said also, it's very important because we want to check how the diaspora from Africa are going to work and can work with us in research, in teaching, and in grant applications and so on. And this is an opportune moment for all of you to join us. The other one is, remember, we have the paid links. And people, please, after this, people continue to write me, hey, send me the slides, send me the links. I will not send the slides because there are people who register, but they never attend. But they want to use us to do slides for them that they will use elsewhere. So we give you links. When you pay $50, we are going to give you links. And the slides are contained in the links. So when you have 2 links and a certificate, it's $50. And we are going to have our certification ceremony. So many people have paid so far. And I'm saying also, we have workshops now in research and proposal, research and project proposal, grant winning writing. So you can come on board, you can WhatsApp me. We also have the research, because we see even teaching and learning community engagement research is based on research skills. And so we are having that. We have teaching skills. You can write me again. The teaching skills is starting on 26 October. But this time around, it's in depth with a lot of exercises, and people cannot come in before they pay. That's the difference now. And for the 6th, for research and a project proposal writing for grant winning, we are starting also on the 7th of October, but you should have paid by then. So these ones, the ones we are doing after the marketing, I think there's the marketing and security one. Those are the free ones from now on, which you can get in without paying. But the 2 which I've talked about, you should have paid in order to get in. And you can get hold of me on +233 263 129798. +233 2638. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank my colleague, Brother Abed. I just want to thank the ICT people, including Brother Awate, Brother Ransford, who were at least helping us to say those who could not come on the platform can see from our TV channel, and they can also see from YouTube. I want to thank the senior management of AAU for these opportunities they are giving us, and the trust they have in us that we can stand and be the face of AAU and also deliver according to the mandate of the Association of African Universities. We call upon those who are not members of AAU to become members, because there are going to be benefits for members which are now revitalized, looking at the online that has come. We also ask those who are already members to be actively involved in AAU activities. You can go to www.aau.org and you can see what we do. You go to blog.aau.org You see what we do as an organization. And also on that www.aau.org, you can see the online application form for membership. And then you can apply online. We are digitizing as AAU, and that's why we are also charging for some online recorded links, because we want to continue expanding platforms and enlarging the platforms and the facilities that we can use to serve you. And so your money is being paid and invested in improving things in AAU. So Irene, for this time, I want to thank you also. I want to thank Kwesisam for all the technical assistance that they've rendered. I want to thank myself, and above all, we thank God for the opportunities, and Allah for the opportunities that we are always granted to be together in order to develop our continent. Ladies and gentlemen, let's try and think outside the box to look for third stream income to improve our institutions. Nobody will come to do it for us. I thank you all. So check for further details in the chat panel and send a WhatsApp. I'm putting in the chat panel again my WhatsApp. Brother Abed's email address is there. Is there many times. Brother Abed, can you type it again in the chat panel, please?
Okay.
Because today, I think they will follow you, the librarians and those in ICT, in those who need the repository issues and these things. Please, so type it again, while I'm typing my number also again. WhatsApp me. I'm more efficient on WhatsApp. So, ladies and gentlemen,
we didn't even talk about the impact of COVID and the need to digitize. You only talked about the existing.
To show them a video. If they are around, let me show them the video of the fourth industrial revolution quickly.
Okay, which is IT, the fourth of
there's
IT.
No more going back. Yes, let me show them this quickly. The video on the fourth industrial revolution, because I commented that industry already has got the robots, Internet of Things, and what have you. And so we can't afford not to invest in these things, because if we don't do that, where are our graduates going to work? The industry where they are going to work is already digitized, and so it becomes a challenge. So we really need to make sure that we are responding to the environment. I said shape up or ship out. There's somebody who read it. Okay, so let me. I need, there's something that Kwesi told me to do, but I think it will happen when I'm sharing a video. Right, I think it's coming. Yeah. Please, people, I hope you are going to hear whatever is going to be said. Can you hear, please?
They can't
No,
hear you.
the voice is not coming.
You didn't press on the.
Kwesi told me what to do. Okay, let me do what Kwesi told me.
Can you hear me? Okay,
yes,
so when you are sharing, you see there are two buttons, the optimize sound and then the other one. So you're supposed to click on all of that. So if you click that, the sound will come. So
so in the meantime, I should stop sharing.
Yes.
Okay.
So when you start sharing again, you make sure you click on optimize
those two buttons.
Yes.
Yeah, share computer sound, optimize the screen.
Yes. So press on all of that. Yes. And then share, and then you can start playing.
Okay, now. Yeah.
I'm not sure. Let me check.
Yeah.
I think that's it. You will drop the later.
Dr. Makuko, I think your network is very bad. So
it was in these Swiss mountains that the world was first introduced to the phrase the fourth industrial revolution. And it's been a hot topic among academics, politicians, and business leaders ever since. But what exactly does it mean? The term Fourth Industrial Revolution was coined by the founder of the World Economic Forum, a former professor named Klaus Schwab. Schwab wrote a book with that title to describe an era marked by a technological revolution that is blurring the lines between the physical, digital, and biological spheres. Let's break that down. Technologies like artificial intelligence, autonomous vehicles, or the Internet of Things are becoming ingrained in our day-to-day lives and even our bodies. Think of voice-activated virtual assistants, Face ID recognition, or healthcare sensors. Schwab first presented his vision of the Fourth Industrial Revolution at the World Economic Forum's annual meeting here in Davos in 2016. The first industrial revolution started in Great Britain around 1760 and spread to Europe and North America through the early 1800s. It was powered by a major invention, the steam engine. The result? New manufacturing processes, the creation of factories, and a booming textiles industry. From the late 1800s, the second industrial revolution was marked by mass production and new industries like steel, oil, and electricity. The light bulb, telephone, and internal combustion engine were a few of the major inventions of this era. The third industrial revolution, sometimes known as the digital revolution, occurred in the second half of the 20th century. In just a few decades, we saw the invention of the semiconductor, personal computer, and the internet. So what separates the fourth industrial revolution from the third? Experts say the main difference is that technology is merging more and more with humans' lives. And the technological changes happening faster than ever. Consider this. It took 75 years for 100 million users to adopt solution. The industry has gone from a business idea to big business with 3D printer arm. Talk about blurring the line between humans and technology, right? This new era of technology is driving a lot of innovation. You can see in this chart the number of patents related to the first industrial revolution. But some companies and governments are struggling to keep up with the fast pace of technological. Innovators, investors, and shareholders benefit the most from innovation. The risk is that the fourth industrial revolution is making inequality, which is already a big issue, even worse. One study found billionaires have driven almost 80% of the 40 main breakthrough innovations over the last 40 years. That's a problem when the richest 1% of households already own nearly half of the world's wealth. Experts warn we are in a winner-takes-all economy, where high-skilled workers are rewarded with high pay and the rest of workers are left out. Studies confirm technologies like AI will eliminate some jobs and create demand for new skills that many workers don't have. Privacy concerns are another issue as the fourth industrial revolution turns every company into a tech company. Industries from food to retail to banking are going digital, and they're collecting a lot more data about their customers along the way. Users are starting to worry that companies know too much about organizations are ready for the changes associated with the fourth industrial revolution. With tech changing fast every day, it's time to catch up. Hey everyone, Elizabeth here in Davos, Switzerland. Be sure to check out our other CNBC Explains videos over here.
You heard for yourselves that there's no more going back, and it's true. There's no more going back. what we are having is we saw the stages that came, and now we are enjoying the telephone. The telephone has further developed. If today you are training a graduate in engineering or something, when they get there, in architecture, in agriculture, everything that they are almost going to use is digitized. We got the examples of banks. Each time banks are giving us alerts that they are upgrading their system. So when you find industry complaining that institutions are giving us half-baked graduates, do you now understand it? We should understand, because if they don't have these skills, what else will happen? New digitized environment. If we don't shape up, naturally we will not be relevant. Naturally we will be obsolete, and we will just die a natural death as the institutions. Only those who remain relevant, check on contemporary issues, trending issues, design new programs and new courses which respond to the skills gap, will continue to survive as higher and tertiary education institutions. But all this is embedded in quality and quality assurance. When you see people rushing for a program you have just introduced, you know that that program is a relevant and good program, well sought after. Sometimes there are institutions which have advertised 3-4 times one program and nobody applies. 5 people apply when you need 200 or 50 people. And so you are forced to close the program. Check what the market needs. Is it the time that they want to have it? So make it a block release program, make it a language program. So there are many dimensions that you need to check in order to make sure that your program has got some takers. So those are many issues, ladies and gentlemen. They fall under the different quality. So I think, ladies and gentlemen, let's call it a day. I don't know if there are just a few questions or so, because we normally end at past, but so I can give like 2-3 minutes and then we are done, because I've already done the photo of thanks and so on. If you are putting your WhatsApp number there, for me, it's not the best. Let me give you mine rather, because you are too many. And
Dr. Makuku, I wanted to ask if Mr. Abed has something to say, and then also if anyone has anything to say, they can raise their hands using the button, and then I will allow them speak. Thank you.
Okay, Irene.